Morning guys. Well, it's bright out today, so I'm working on the reflective underlayment. So I got my sunglasses on that I borrowed from Prentice because I don't have any of my own. But it is bright up there. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that I am starting to figure out the overhangs here, trying to figure out measurements. I got this peeled back up there, the reflective stuff, but also getting these cut back down here. I was going to show you this little jig that I made. You might have seen something similar, but I like it. It's kind of cool. Just take a couple scraps, cut the roof angle on there, screw it flush there, and then when you get your line snapped across the top there, to get it nice and straight, you can just set it down with your mark like that, chalk line, and then just mark that. So it does a really nice mark on the tail every time. Alright, that makes for really short work of cutting those tails off. Nice and straight down through there. Yeah, sometimes a little jig like that can really help out. Now I'm ready for subfascia. So I got my subfascia on down here. Turned out nice and straight. So I just let this run wild for now, because I'm still figuring out what I want to do here. This end is a little off square, as you remember, with the house when we set the trusses. The whole house is out of square a little bit, but we're going to try to hide it a little bit on the overhangs. But I found a happy medium, and I went with 18-inch overhangs down here. It's about all I could get. So I had to cut my tails at 16.5 plus the 1.5 subfascia. And then what I did, I'll take you up on the roof and show you that part. So I started ripping my strips for this. I decided that I want to go for 3/4 inch. It just was really tall to do an inch out here. I don't want to get too tall with my fascia because I got a 2x6. Plus I got this for my air gap, and then I'm going to have a 2x4 on here, so that's another 1.5 inches. So that's going to be a thick fascia, but I think it's going to serve its purpose well. But what I did here is I ripped out of a 2x4, so I got 4 out of a 2x4 that way. Instead of buying 1x4s, I just decided I'm going to do that. And it's going to be a lot cheaper in the long run. So what I did is I was able to line it up with the trusses below it, the rafters on this case, and I nailed it with ring shank galvanized down into the rafters every couple of feet or so. I can add some screws if I need to. I left the overhang for now because I think I'm going to run my 2x4 nailers all the way across and then figure out the overhang, because that's going to add a lot of strength. And then I'll get that last strip tucked in underneath the 2x4s. I wanted to show you over here. This is how I ended up finishing off the overhangs for now, like with the subfascia and stuff. I ended up putting a strip out here like I did back here to support that, to gap that the same. And then my overhangs were a little funny here since this house is out of square, but I had to try to cheat it a little bit as I went. So I had to cheat it like 1 inch difference from top to bottom, which you'll never really see. I did 2x6 like underneath everything, and I screwed down through here with some 5-inch GRKs, so that should be supported really well. And then I got these all nailed through these strips here and stuff, and so yeah, so that made for a really nice strong overhang. Alright guys, well I hope you have a good night, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching guys.